babydoge is doing absolutely insane numbers. We're going to talk today about what's going on inside of babydoge and the insane numbers we're doing. So we're just going to jump right into it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but we're just going to jump right into it. So first of all, look at what babydoge is doing here in prices, because for one, like, we went all the way up to 159 in our ranking, and you can see here we're up 10% in the last 24 hours. We were up 11%, and then we were up 13%. But now it's back down to 10%. But look, we're at 8Z138 inside of babydoge. That's crazy. Our 24-hour trading volume right now at $7.7 million. So that's extremely high. And CoinGecko also updated our circulating supply as well. So it shows our actual circulating supply, which is 146 quadrillion. That's actually pretty good that they show that now. So yeah, babydoge is doing extremely well inside of every single time period is up right now. So 24 hours, in the last 24 hours, 9.9%. In the last 35, in the last 7 days, 35.1%. In the last 14 days, 42.7%. In the last 30 days, 34.6%. In the last year, 11.2%. So that's absolutely insane. You can see the huge increase that we've had here with babydoge, and you can see everything else is doing fairly well as well. But babydoge is like an anomaly today, right? Babydoge is a straight up anomaly today, and you can see in the last 7 days, everything was doing good in the last 7 days, but it's kind of been flat as of recently. But babydoge just decided, to be different. But if you look at this is just absolutely insane. But yeah, let's move on from that price there. You can see here with our holders increasing. 2 weeks ago, we had 1,773,110 holders. Today, we have 1,775,338 holders. So we got 3,000 holders. Well, 2,000 holders inside the last 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, we're getting about 2,000 holders. So that's very, very good. Very good. Now, moving on from that as well, we can also see on the Twitter they're still promoting the babydoge AI, which is pretty cool. They got their eyesights focused and honed in on babydoge AI. Maybe if they're watching this, I think possibly we should look more into maybe. Well, I like the game. I think the chess game is good. Maybe we can look more into getting the core farms back here for babydoge swap. But yeah, I mean, the volume has been increasing, but it would be much higher volume on babydoge swap if we had more core farms, and that liquidity would be much higher as well. So I think we need more core farms coming in to babydoge swap, and then that would solve all babydoge swap problems. But this isn't a video talking about that. I want to mainly talk about the technical analysis here with babydoge. But we've been trending on CoinGecko. We've been trending everywhere. We've been doing our thing here on babydoge. But like I said, let's talk about these technicals. All right. So the first thing you want to look at here is the chart for babydoge, and then you want to take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. You can kind of see they're similar. All right. So both of these charts are very, 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 very similar. Now, another thing that you also want to take a look at here with the babydoge charts is the fact that we broke out of our momentum wave bands. Remember, I always talk about the momentum wave bands. If we break out of the top momentum wave bands, which are these wave bands here, right? All these waves here, these are our momentum wave bands. These are the chart prime technical indicators linked in the description. But like I was saying here, when you break out of these momentum wave bands, you typically always have a pullback. And that's why we're seeing this current pullback. So you can see here, we topped out at our Fibonacci retracement. And you can see here, this little red line kind of tops out all the way up there. That just indicates that it, just for a split second, it jumped in and dropped immediately, right? But what we really want to pay attention to here are our momentum wave bands, because when we break out of them like this, when they turn pink like this, that just means that we're breaking out of the momentum wave band. Watch how it's actually slowly but surely turning back to red. And the reason why it's turning back to red is that's because once that volume drops down, once the money starts to sell out a little bit, we will see a drop here in babydoge. But still, we did a lot inside of numbers in babydoge. We did a lot of numbers very, very recently. If you look at this, I mean, babydoge really came from nothing right here, all the way down from 9Z9 all the way up to 8Z155, right? 8Z1550. That's pretty good. But watch as we go with these momentum wave bands. Now you see this little green line right here forming. This is also a technical indicator for chart prime, and this is pretty much indicating this is probably where it's going to end up stopping before it has another increase. So if we see the prices continue to go down, we'll see it dropping below this Fibonacci at 1350, dropping down possibly to here, down to about the Fibonacci at 1285. 8Z1285. So we might see the price of a baby doge dropping down a little bit lower. So that's something that we do have to pay attention to. So we can just keep our eyes out for that here when it comes to baby doge. But yeah, definitely pay attention to that one. Now, if we are to look at the other Fibonacci that I created here with baby doge, we see it's a little bit different. That's because I created this Fibonacci a very long time ago. So you're probably like, why is there two Fibonacci's? Well, there's because I created one Fibonacci for the extremely long term, which you can see on the 4-hour chart where we follow it, right? And then the other Fibonacci that we have created here that I created. And let's go back. This is the new Fibonacci. This is for our short-term price predictions. So that's why we have to watch out for this, because as we break down below one of our long-term predictions here, which is this Fibonacci here, and then we break down below this short-term one and this short-term one, and then we have the long-term Fibonacci down here at 8Z1250. This is the important one. Now, these are my predictions for Baby Doge. I predict that as we drop in price here with Baby Doge, the bottom momentum wave band, which is the green one, which is our support momentum wave band, this one here, this bottom momentum wave band is going to continue to increase here. It may stop at 8Z1225, and then we may see the price of Baby Doge dropping down here to 8Z1225. So either way, we're going down to that green momentum wave band. So the green momentum wave band is either going to stop here at 8Z1225, or it's going to continue to go down here to 8Z1130. If it stays at the 1130 area here, then you're going to see this momentum wave band decreasing. So just to kind of show a clean cut look of how this would look, this is pretty much what this would look like. So we have this dropping down to the Fibonacci that could possibly stop here at 1225, and this one going up here, this wave band going up here, and then stopping there and meeting the prices with the wave band, right? Or you could see the price continue to drop, and then the wave band kind of curving downwards, meeting us at that second Fibonacci all the way down here. So we have a lot of different areas where baby doge could hit. We have 8Z1017 down here, and then we have all the way up here 8Z1130, and then we have 8Z1225. Those are the three different pullback levels for us. And like I said, the other option here is that we could end up stopping around here at about 1285 before increasing. So you can never 100% be sure what happens, but you can always be sure about what direction you're about to go in by looking at the technical analysis. So it's always important to look at those technical analysis here. But yeah, we're still pretty bullish here in Baby Doge, but I do foresee a pullback here. Personally, I believe we're going to pull all the way back down to 8Z1130. I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but I do believe we're going to pull back down to 8Z1130. But I have to be a little bit modest in my approach because I know some people will get mad if I say that like outright. So what do I say? I say, well, we pull back down a little bit here to 1225. Maybe the momentum wave band meets us, and then maybe the momentum wave band continues to drop, and then we go back down. Honestly, that's what I believe is going to happen. But I had to say it in a way where people would understand and not just be mad at me saying it's going to decrease in price. But it is what it is. When you look at technicals, the prices always decrease after huge run-ups like this. But the good thing is we're not losing all of our value. Remember, we went all the way down to 9Z9. If we go back down to 9Z9, we lost all that value. But we're not going there immediately. What we're doing actually with Baby Doge is going down a couple levels inside the Fibonacci retracement, and then possibly down to this one as well. So we're not losing all of our value. Losing all of our value goes all the way down here to 9Z9. But we are not doing that. It may do it over time, but it's not immediately going to do it. But like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but let's move on to Bitcoin. Because as you can see here with Bitcoin, Bitcoin has topped out as well with its Fibonacci. And notice it's topped out with the momentum wave band. It broke out on the momentum wave bands here. So what happens now? We've topped out. Like I said, I believe we're going to have another pullback here inside of the Bitcoin prices. Now, something that's very important to look at is how on the bottom of the RSI, Bitcoin has crossed, and now it seems like it's going back up. So the thing here with the RSI, when it crosses at the bottom here, it's about the increase in price. As this goes up, it increases. Look at what happened last time. Down here at the bottom, crosses, increases, crosses at the top, drops. So crosses at the bottom, boom, increases, and then crosses at the top, starts dropping, right? The same thing can apply for this one back here. Crossing out at the bottom, increases, crosses out at the top, has a little bit of a decrease, and then crosses about at the bottom again, and then increases again. So you can see here on the RSI, it does this repeatedly. Crosses at the bottom, increases, crosses at the top, decreases. And you can see that indicated by these lines here. And then you can see the same thing. It happened over and over and over again. So what are we seeing now? We're seeing that we just now crossed at the bottom of the Fibonacci here. So we should be having an increase in price. We should be getting back up to 35K soon. And we might break out past 35K and get to 36K. But after that, we might have another pullback. And if that pullback happens, it's not going to be too big. It's probably going to end up pulling us back down to 27K, right? We'll probably either hit 30K flat or 27K. So those are the two levels you want to watch out for Bitcoin. You want to watch out for 30K or 27K for the downside, for the support. But since we're having this RSI crossing and moving upwards here now, we're probably going to end up seeing 35 to 36K first. And then you're probably going to end up seeing that drop down to where I was talking about before at 27K or 30K. So those are the levels you want to watch out for here with Bitcoin right now. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you got some value from this. And yeah, this is just what it's happening here in the markets. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And also, if you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. And as always, I'll be back with another video.